Okay everyone, I'm back again and I'm with my Cinderella collection. In the middle, again, you see this large WDI pin, and Cinderella is with Gus Gus. And Gus Gus is one of my favorite, if not my most favorite sidekick. And this is an LE, of 250. Sorry, it's just hard to stick it in when I am pulling them out. Okay, so I've recently started collecting more pins with Gus Gus, and here is one of my newer pins, and there's Gus and Jacques, and if you get one, you usually get the other. I also love this pin because it has Cinderella with her pink dress, which I think is really underestimated, and I think this is from a set of 4, which it says down here, 2 of 4. And it's an LE of 1000. I don't know anything else about this pin. I've never seen it before besides the time I purchased it. This is the Minnie in the Cinderella dress, and I showed you before Minnie in Belle. This I recently got in a trade from Maria. Thank you, Maria. This is an awesome pin. There's a pin-on-pin element here with the bucket. There's Gus and Jacques and the bluebird and a couple of more birds in the back. There's a bubble here with nothing in it. Here's Cindy in her blue dress, but here's the pink dress featured back here. There it is in focus with the word home sort of raised back here. So I really do like this pin. And this is an LE of 500. With PTU on the back. I'm not exactly sure what that means. This pin is one of those magnetized pins where her big fancy ball gown fits above it or on top of it, the way that I explained the Belle dress did in my other video. Moving back up towards the top, this is a shoe that came from the shoe collection. It was a booster set, or is that what you call them? Yeah, the booster packs. And I didn't like the booster pack, but you know what? Separately, I do like some of the shoes. They're rather large, or larger than I thought they were, and I actually do really like the Cinderella shoe and some of the other shoes. I believe I have one more. This is an open edition Cinderella with the glittery dress. And this Cinderella I hadn't seen before, or I don't see often. It's Cinderella with the clock tower. It's about to strike midnight, and the horse and carriage, here's the carriage, goes around as a spinner. But the only reason I don't like this pin too much is because it's so heavy that everything always points downwards. And if I didn't have these pins here, this pin with Cinderella normally would all fall down. So I don't know that I would recommend this pin. I still like it a lot and wouldn't trade it or sell it, but it's not my favorite pin in this collection. This pin I like because it has pink in it and the bluebirds, but I believe it came from like a box set or something. This is a recent open edition pin. And these pins, the shoe, this cup and saucer with Jacques and Gus Gus, which I love. This carriage, and I believe one more pin came from a little booster set that was out this year or the year before. This pin is a spinner pin. I'll just take it out so that you can see. It has the pink torn dress, and I believe it has the blue dress on the other side. And since I like the pink dress, I keep it on the pink dress. This pin I love. It's older. I wasn't even sure if it was a Disney pin when I got it because it has a really odd back. It does say Disney, but I mean, it kind of has a gunmetal back. It is a Disney pin because I've seen other sellers sell it, but I absolutely love it because it's one of the only pins I've seen like this with her wearing the pink dress. This pin I love as well. It's a spinner pin. And it has her rag dress on one side and her pink dress on the other side. I normally do keep it on the pink dress side, but I decided to change it up and put it on the rag dress. One of my favorite elements in pins is this sort of metallic-y. It's not quite glitter. Way that they do the effect. There's like a glass on top and the glitter is sort of beneath it. And I love that. And there's so much of that in this pin. There's behind Cinderella here, this whole panel here, and the floor. So I absolutely adore this pin. It is one of my favorites out of my entire collection. This is Cinderella getting married. This is that couple pin. I'm just going to take a second to make sure that this is secure before I flip it. Okay. So these are all of the other of my Cinderella pins. When I saw this shoe, I absolutely fell in love with it. I think it's from the new Cinderella live animation film that just came out. I didn't see the film. I don't really like the live animation versions of films unless they are of really, really old films that I have never seen. So for example, The Jungle Book I've never seen. I really did like seeing the new animation or the live action of that. But I mean, this thing is huge compared to a normal pin. This whole back has like an ivory swirl to it. And then this is a pin on pin with the stained glass. And I normally don't like stained glass, but it's really pretty. And then this butterfly is a pin on top of the shoe. I don't know. Okay, this has the ice cream cones on the back. So it's a Hollywood Studio pin. And it's a limited edition of 400. This is a recent pin that I've got from Paris. I really do like the style of this pin. These are on top of the pin itself, if that makes sense. It makes a nice frame. And if you could see, it says Cinderella on. This pin I got, it's really pretty. It says best friends, and there's Gus and Jacques. This is another one of those frame pins. This is either off a lanyard or a booster pack. This is, again, of the mystery pack pins. This is from a Merry Christmas party event. I think I might have traded this or been given it as a gift. I know I got these two in trades as well, by the way. This was the other pin in this booster pack set that I was telling you that came with the carriage and the shoe and the Gus in the teacup. This is a large Cinderella that is from Paris. It's an open edition. This is from the Disneyland 60th anniversary pin. And it's just a really nice pin. And I don't even like the diamond or the glitter. Oddly, I love the tails of the mice, which is funny because I hate mice in real life. But I just think it's a really nice detail the way that they did that. This is from the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. This is another compact pin. This is another Gus and Jacques pin, and I believe it was from the Love is an Adventure series, which I completely missed, but hey, I got this pin. This, I believe, was also from a lanyard or booster pack. I think it was from a lanyard, but I traded for it, and I really enjoyed it. And this one is just... Did I trade for this one too? It's a limited edition of 2000, but don't remember if I traded for that one or not. I did have that one for a while. I will say that you won't see any PTD pins or many holiday pins or fantasy pins. I love some fantasy pins and I love holiday pins, but if I start collecting them, there's just no end in sight because I have to draw the line somewhere. Okay, thanks again for watching. Bye.